Okay. Okay, good. Wow, this room is even bigger than it was yesterday. So this is amazing, guys. We told the last group we're hoping people showed up. So this is kind of one of our big dreams come true. So thank you for being here.
Oh, I start. So we decided we would start by telling you how we got invited to Beachbody, since our topic is about invitation. So for me, I was an elementary school teacher, if you didn't know that, a 5th grade math teacher. A 5th grade math teacher who was in debt. And so since I had the summers off, the idea came up of getting an extra job in the summer. And I didn't want to do that because I really liked working on my tan by the pool. I thought, I don't want to wait tables or bartend, what can I do? So I've always been fit and I was a dancer, so I thought, ooh, I bet you those group exercise people make a ton of money. So I went to a group exercise training where I met my upline, Jackie Bull, who's an amazing woman. She's here, not in the room today, I don't think. Oh, yes, she is. Hey, Jackie. So on lunch during my training, she and I were talking, and I was kind of telling her why I was doing this, and she said to me, you know, I make more doing my Beachbody business than I do group fitness. And I said, well, what is Beachbody? And so she had told me that she was in the Turbo Gym infomercial, and that she'd just come back from Hawaii. That was their Success Club trip that year. And she just kept telling me all these great things. And she said, I think you'd be a rock star at it. I can tell by your personality. You know, it would just be easy for you. She's like, when you get home tonight, go to my website, look some things up, and we can talk. So I did. I went home that night, I looked it up, and I was so excited. And I ran to my husband and I said, guess what? We're going to be out of debt because I'm going to be a Beachbody coach. He said, what is that? I go, I have absolutely no idea. So anyway, like some of you have probably experienced, he was like, whoa, that's a pyramid scheme. You're not a salesperson. We don't have the money to do that. And I was like, oh, you're probably right. So I called Jackie, and actually before I called her, that's a lie, I actually signed up. And then I was like, okay, $39.95, I can handle that. And then I was like, wait, what's this Shakeology thing? Oh, and she said I wouldn't be active if I don't get that. So, okay, I'll do it. And then I realized, oh gosh, I really don't have that money. So I called her and I'm like, can I cancel? I just did it. Do you think I can cancel? And she said, you can cancel. And what I want you to remember is that right there. She didn't try to talk me out of it. She said, you can cancel. She goes, but I'm going to be right here. And we're going to keep talking. And if you change your mind and you decide this is something you want to do, I'm here for you. And I thought, how cool. She didn't push me. She didn't try to keep calling me and bugging me. She just, every once in a while, she'd be like, hey, just checking on you, wanted to see how you're doing. So she kept the relationship open with me, and I thought, man, this lady is pretty amazing. So, you know, you never hear about something and then you hear about it. Well, I had never heard about Beachbody, and right after I signed up to quit, the woman across the hall from me that was a teacher said, hey, Danielle, have you ever heard of this thing called Turbo Fire? It's getting ready to come out soon. I'm like, oh, don't buy it, don't buy it. I might be a Beachbody coach. I think I'm going to be one. I don't, but can you wait to be my first customer? So I remember my start date, April 15th, 2010, because as a teacher I got paid once a month, and I decided, after continually talking to Jackie, who told me, if your husband doesn't want you to do it, don't do it. Just wait, you'll know when the time is right. And so I told her, I think I'm ready. And she says, well, then I'm ready to help you. And so I want you to remember that. No doesn't always mean no, it just means not right now. And had she rushed me, and had she felt like she needed that Success Club point, or had she felt like she had to get that Shakeology sale, she would have lost me, and I would have lost this, and I wouldn't be here today. So that's how I got invited.
Yeah, my story is similar to Danielle's. I had just joined the gym. I was going to YMCA back home in Illinois, and there was this awesome girl. Her name was Lisa Keeler. She was teaching a turbo kick class. And as a new mom, 6 months postpartum, I was extremely discouraged about my body. I was attending at my first fitness class really ever, and decided I needed to get back in shape, and I didn't know what else to do besides join a gym. So that's where I went. But Lisa was a new Beachbody coach. She didn't know what that meant either, just like Danielle, she was brand new. And after her classes, she would say, I'm a new coach with Beachbody. You guys should check out my website. That's about it. That's all she would say after class. That, and that she wanted to help us reach our fitness goals. And I thought, man, okay, okay, I really have some fitness goals and this girl wants to help me for free. I think I should look into that. So I went and checked out her site. I'll never forget it, lisalovesfitness.com, because she said it every single week. And it took me months before I actually decided to sign up. I looked at it multiple times, talked to her about it, decided I didn't want to sell stuff, talked to her about it again because I really liked her. And she just kept inviting, kept inviting. It wasn't pushy, it wasn't creepy, it wasn't weird. It was just an open invitation. And it really wasn't even an invitation to be a coach, it was just an invitation to join her in what she was doing, what she was excited about. So eventually, when I actually took a look at what the opportunity was and realized, okay, I can do P90X, which I want to do. I can be part of whatever this coaching thing is, and I can be part of something that's bigger than myself. And as a new mom, I was struggling with identity, with a lack of purpose after quitting my career, all kinds of things. And Lisa was giving me an opportunity to join with her and a group of people that were positive and moving in a direction that I thought was intriguing. So I decided to join, again, not knowing what it was as a coach until I really got involved. But those invitations that you guys all received an invitation as well to join the business. And I think it's important to remember what brought you to the point of making a decision. Because whatever that was for you that caused your heart to say, yeah, I want to give this a shot, remember that when you were inviting people. Because there was something special about it. And it probably didn't happen overnight. You didn't hear about the opportunity and immediately sign up. Maybe some of you did if you were smart. But a lot of you probably waited. So I want to encourage you as we're talking about inviting, to think about your own story and think about how you can incorporate what your coach did to invite you. Hopefully it was a good experience. You can use that in your inviting other people as well.
So there's many different ways to invite. So you have social media, obviously. Is there anyone in the room that isn't on some form of social media? Yeah, no, I didn't think so, right? Because we're the worst as Beachbody coaches. You know you're at a Beachbody place when everyone's like this. Right? Or like this, taking selfies. Wait, I have to post that on Instagram. Oh, speaking of that, we decided yesterday that if for some reason you take a picture of us or something in here, hint, wait till we're posted, then we want you to hashtag invite. Since that is the vital behavior that this is related to. So if you are Instagramming us, and Facebook has hashtags now. How do you feel about that?
Facebook what?
All right, let me
It has hashtags.
Who's happy that Facebook has hashtags?
The little tags that you get to your post so that people can search for them easier.
Really? Interesting. That's how it went down yesterday. It was
It's like if you do a
so
search
whether
for
you're
hashtag
doing
invite, it'll come up with all the
whatever,
posts that everybody else
hashtag
made about that with that same hashtag.
Anyway, so one of the ways is social media, and that's probably my favorite way, predominantly how I build my business. Even though I am a group fitness instructor and I do have a lot of face-to-face interaction, I still predominantly build on social media. Face-to-face, and that's one that Lauren is really good at, just that face-to-face interaction. It could be someone that you know, it could just be randomly at the grocery store. Email, that's kind of self-explanatory. Wear and share, because who doesn't love rocking all this Beachbody apparel, right? I know my favorite place to wear and share is the airport. I never travel in the airport without some kind of logo wear, and certainly somebody will stop me. Fit clubs, that's another one that Lauren is really good at. And then, of course, challenge groups, which is another one that has really helped me build my business. So those are the different ways to invite, and we'll touch on all of those in a little bit, some shape or form today. But before we move on, the one thing I want to say is that if you take one thing away from today, if the only thing that you take away is that we don't want you to think of this as the invitation to be a coach, the invitation to be a customer, invitation to a challenge group. What I want you to remember is this is an invitation to start and build a relationship. That's all this is. We're not telling you how to invite someone to become a coach. We're telling you how to invite someone to start a relationship with you. And then from there, that's where you can see where you can take it with your Beachbody business.
Yeah, this next slide kind of demonstrates that with the invitation that's on there. We chose a birthday invitation because it's important to remember when you are inviting someone to make a relationship with you, to join your business or as a customer or a coach, you really want to think about, why would this person care about my invitation? Think about your own birthday party or celebration. You wouldn't just take join you. They don't know you, they don't care about you, they don't know how cool you are, they don't know why they should join you, and you're wondering why I'm not getting responses, because you're pulling people from a list. They don't have a reason to connect with you. So what we want to kind of talk about is making a relationship. You're going to kind of hear from us multiple times that we are inviting people to get to know us, because then when you invite them to a challenge group or to join your business, they actually care about you and think that you're somebody they would want to join. Because you could honestly have the best invitation script in the world. John Maxwell could write your invitation script, but if you don't have a list of people to invite with that script, it's not going to matter. They would never open it because they don't care about you yet. So once people care about who you are, you can do a little bit better with the invitation process. The first way we're going to cover is face-to-face, because this is something that I think works really well locally as a new coach, and a lot of you are new. Who in here is a new coach? With the first summit, never been to summit before? Okay, wow, yeah, a lot of you. So I remember my first few months in the business, and I was working locally because those were my friends. Yes, I had friends all over the country, but not that many. I didn't have a huge network on Facebook. I think I maybe had 350 friends when I started this business. So most of them lived in the town that I lived in. And I worked my business locally because I was excited about it and telling the people that were seeing me every day, the people that were watching me lose weight, that was my audience. So face-to-face as a new coach is huge for you. I put a little something together because I wanted to show you guys maybe some ways that you have tried in the past that don't work.
Nice and warm. It's really warm for that. You should probably do it every little bit. You may pass that. Oh, you can shake all of it. No! What are you
point, right? I mean, these are things that new coaches do. I did them. I attacked people. I word vomited on them. I was super excited, and I tried to rush the sale. Or I didn't really listen to them. I would say, well, tell me about your goals, and they might have poured their heart out to me, and I said, awesome, you need to buy a challenge plan, and maybe just sign up as a coach because it's the best way to get accountability, and blah, blah, blah. And I think before I sent a video, how I did that so many things. I sent a very awesome video about myself. And I don't feel like you're alone. It's very natural to be excited, and right now your excitement may be even higher than what your skill level is, but you're really excited. And those things, inviting is a process. And I think that's one thing we want to get across is it's not going to happen overnight. I met this poor lady in the grocery store, and I should never want to talk to a coach ever again. But if I had just connected with her and talked about the stuff in her cart and maybe made some funny joke about, our matching outfit, something, just connected. And then hopefully what I want to gather from that connection is that she'll want to talk to me again. That's all I'm trying to do is to make her like me. I'm just building relationships because now I can add her on Facebook and she'll actually want to speak to me again. Whereas in this situation, she's going to literally hide from me if she ever sees me again. So that's what I wanted to kind of get across with the video. Don't kill it. Don't kill the invitation process before you have a chance. Because really, we offer the best products in the world, the best system in the world to get in shape. What I personally think is the most amazing opportunity to make money ever. So you don't want to kill it before you have a chance to really share with someone. So let's work on connecting first so we can give the invitation. So the do's and don'ts of the process. Obviously, we want to be genuine. We want to be personal. We want to make sure that we're being creative. And Danielle's going to cover some of this with social media as well. But when I'm doing face-to-face interactions, it's extremely important for me to be authentic and genuine with people. I want to give a little bit of information about who I am, and I also want to ask about who they are. And the number one tip I share with my coaches, Annie Reed spoke yesterday on stage, and she kind of said this, was to be vulnerable with people. When I'm inviting someone to come to Fit Club or to come, to join a challenge group or something like that, I'm always giving them something about my journey that makes me a little vulnerable, that shows them that I'm extremely human. I may look fit today, but I wasn't always fit. I may be more confident now that I was not confident when I started this business. I was not confident my first round of P90X, and I did not share my before pictures until I had an after one. So I think it's important for people to realize we all start there at being very scared, very vulnerable, and sharing those things will help people connect to you way better than spewing about products that you love. So being open, being honest, and of course, being inviting. We are a walking invitation. The way that you look, the way that you present yourself, and I'm not talking about your physical appearance, but I'm talking about your countenance, your smile, the way that you engage with people. It says something, it sends a message. It says either, talk to me, I want to connect with you, or it says, I'm too busy, I don't have time for this, I'm on my phone, I don't look approachable. I think about those things when I go out because I want to be able to invite people to join me in my lifestyle, but I know they won't want to if they don't like me. And so I work on being likable. I work on being inviting so that somebody will want to connect with me and they won't think that I'm too snobby, too busy, or I just don't care about them. Because that would be the worst thing for me to feel is that somebody didn't want to talk to me. I'm not going to have a business.
Okay, so don't be a follower. In this business, we don't want you to reinvent the wheel. However, that also means that you can't just do exactly what everyone else is doing. You want to take what everyone else is doing and put your own personal spin on it. Otherwise, you're just another person in the crowd. So whether it's face-to-face or social media or any other invitation, do what's working for others, but make it personal to you so that it works for you. Because if you just try to do something that's somebody else's and it doesn't feel authentic, it won't come across that way either. Don't copy others. Ugh, this is such a pet peeve of mine, especially on social media. Don't just copy somebody's words without clicking share. Because again, it's not your voice, right? On social media, the one great thing that we do is we create our own voice. People can kind of hear who we are through our written word. And if you just straight copy and paste somebody else's words, it's not you. what you do. You just have to figure out how you want to put that down on paper. Don't be a salesperson. That's the first thing you hear, right? When you try to talk to somebody, oh, I'm not salesy. I don't want to sell my friends. Well, the power is in you. I don't feel like I'm a salesperson. So when I think about the fact that Lauren and I were number 5 and number 6 in the company, I don't think we're the number 5 and number 6 salespeople. We're just in the top 10 group of people who were able to share what we do with others. So you can do this without being salesy. If you want to be high retail, we have people who do that. But that's not what this really is. The people that are here are truly connecting by sharing what they do. So don't be a salesperson. And then don't copy and paste without personalizing. It just kind of goes back to put your own spin on things. So, interactive examples of how to invite. Here's what I want you to do right now before I go into the social media. Everyone, get out your phone. Well, actually, you already have it in your lap with your finger on the button and your hand over it, thinking I won't see your little light go on. So go ahead and publicly have your phone out. Do it now. I see you all the way in the back. The teacher and a former teacher and I have 2 kids. I can see you. Good. So now, what we want you to do, 3 of you, just like 1 or 2 minutes, and we want you to either text, Facebook message, email, don't call because it'll be too loud, somebody that you want to make a connection with. I don't want you to say the word coach, I don't want you to say the word Beachbody, I don't want you to say the word challenge group. I simply want you to get in your mind who's somebody you can reconnect with. Who is somebody that you want to start a better relationship so that maybe down the road it might turn into an invitation to a challenge group or to be a customer or to be a coach. So who's that person? Maybe it's Joe who you went to high school with and you've been meaning to check on for a while, and so you're just going to Facebook message him, hey, you know what, you popped in my brain today and I thought I'd message you and see how you were doing. Something very simple, 1 or 2 lines, just to reconnect, because remember, the invitation process starts with a relationship, so do that right now. Pick 1 person.
While you guys are doing that, I just want to go back to, Danielle and I have been in this business since 2010, both of us, right? We're 2010? Yep. So inviting people has been something we've been doing consistently. Thus, the reason they repeat that word, invite as a vital behavior. We do it all the time, consistently, day after day. Just like John Maxwell was saying, it's something we do all the time for 3 years. And I want to remind you, if you're new at this, what you should be focusing on every single day is starting conversations. What she just said, reaching out to someone and saying, hey, how are you doing? I was doing that 50 times a day sometimes in the beginning. Not saying anything special, just starting conversations. Not everyone's going to respond to me, so I was trying to start as many conversations as possible and then following up with the people that responded, a lot of people. So this is somewhat of a numbers game as well. If you want to be successful, you're going to have to do a little bit more than just 2 a day. Because what if those 2 don't ever say anything back to you? Oops, I just, wasted a day. No, if you want to be successful in this business, you're going to start a lot of conversations. And you're good at that. Between texting and Facebook and Instagram, you should be having 3, 4, 8, 10 conversations going on at a time that you're able to talk to a lot of people.
And conversation. Notice we didn't say anything about Beachbody. I want you to get it out of your head that every time you talk to somebody, you have to mention the word Beachbody. Quit looking at people as success club points and just look at them as people. People are not success club points. Success club points are cool. I get it. Trust me, I stress. Every time that first of the month comes around, I'm like, oh God, I'm not going to make success club. And then I do. And it's okay. People aren't success club points, so stop looking at them that way. Just talk to people. Because guess what happens? This person that you just messaged right now, 6 months from now, maybe they'll become a coach. You don't know. I have that happen all the time. I'll be like, I have a new coach. And I'm like, wow, I started that conversation with someone like a year ago. If you haven't read the book, The Compound Effect, it's one that you should read. And it's a thing that I did with even my math students when I was a math teacher. It's kind of the idea of if I asked you, do you want a penny a day, doubled every day for 30 days, or do you want $1 million now, which would you take? Most people, yeah, you take the penny, right? Most people take the million, but a penny doubled every day compounds to over $5.6 million. But we're in such a rush. We're in such a rush all the time. Don't rush the invitation. Start that conversation. Hey, I like your shoes. Hey, I think you're great. Hey, let's, go for a walk, whatever. And then let it keep building until it's something. And then when they're ready, because they have a connection with you, then they'll either reach back out to you or you can say, hey, you know what, I have this thing I'd like to talk to you about, and it won't feel weird or salesy.
Yeah, and if you're constantly being an invitation in your life and on social media, and people can look at what you're doing on your wall, they should feel invited every day to join you. You shouldn't have to send a specific invitation to that person. They should be able to see what you're doing and want to be a part of it. That's part of this process of becoming an invitation in your daily life. So that when you are connecting with people, you're giving them a chance to look at you and say, there's something special about that girl or that guy. And I think, I kind of want to get to know them better. That's them taking your invitation. And that's what I want you guys to understand is this invitation isn't just some packaged little email you're going to send out every day, although that does, it is an invitation, but what we want you to do is become the invitation.
Okay, so social media, one of my favorite things, and there definitely is an art behind it. And so, with social media, I want you to think about your news feed sometimes. There are days where I'm like, oh, it is so annoying to be a Beachbody coach today. Because the news feed is the same post over and over and over. And I'm like, if one more person stinking posts about vanilla Shakeology today, I'm going to get. Please post about vanilla Shakeology. Hashtag vanilla Shakeology. But do you know what I mean? It's the same one. Somebody posted something, so then somebody stole that and posted it, and then the next person stole and posted it, and so on and so on and so on. And the next thing you know, your newsfeed is completely boring and riddled with this exact same post. And so if it's annoying to me, and I love Beachbody, think about the people you're connected with, because the people you're connected with are not connected to one Beachbody coach. They're connected to many, and they're not just connected to Beachbody coaches. They're connected to that other companies too. Those other shake companies. So you have to find a way to stand out in the crowd. Don't become white noise on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, wherever you're at. If you're just doing the exact same thing that everyone else is doing, it's not relevant. What's going to make me stop? Because when I get on Facebook, when I'm in the bathroom or wherever I'm at, it's quick, right? I'm just scrolling. Stop. What made me stop? It's not the same picture that 35 other people posted. There was something special and unique. So the example I have up, Beachbody does a great job of providing us with such great tools, like these Beachbody Challenge pictures. You should absolutely use them. However, they're more powerful if they're combined with a story or something personal. And then it's even more powerful if you use your example or someone you personally know. So I used this coach on the right, Lori Stewart, who I see her in the room over there, and hopefully she's not too embarrassed. I think she's simply amazing because look at her results. We should clap.